Just pull out your Venmo and be like, see, I paid my wife. It says, drive me around so I can smash beers.
Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining the Craft Beer Republic. I am Greg. I am being joined by the Maximist of all the Flexies. That doesn't make sense. Fleximus. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going great, and that doesn't make sense, man.
Not at all.
This is the highlight of my day, though. You know, from the moment I wake up, 6 a.m., I just can't wait to record with you, Greg, of Craft Beer Republic.
To see like how much I can fuck up the English language. Is that what's going on?
It is. That is awesome when you just can't say words. But even better
pretty,
when you try to pronounce words, you know, like from other languages too. That kills me.
Yeah, let's see if we can get some German in a little later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for joining. Don't forget, if you're out there buying some stuff from Tavor, promo code UNFILTERED, get you $10 on your first purchase there. Follow us on all the socials, Craft Beer Republic, craftbeerrepublic.com, and Flex at FlexMeABeer _ in between. We have a very fun show for you guys. We've got some lists, we've got some news, but most importantly, we have a surprise for Flex. So very quickly, I am going to talk about the beer I'm drinking because I'm excited about this beer, and then we are going to surprise Flex, and it's not even his birthday. Maybe it's like your half birthday at this point.
It actually is. That's actually pretty fair.
Yeah, by like a couple days.
Yeah,
so,
like 4 days or something.
Right. So very soon to be happy half birthday to Flex, but real quickly, let me drink a little bit of beer over here. Even use the short version of the song. All right, I am drinking
I don't like it.
Sorry, it's the remix.
How am I supposed to dance to a shortened version of that?
I'll get my dollar bills out either way. I am drinking a collab from Societe Brewing Company with Beachwood Brewing, and this is the simply named Fantastic IPA. It is 7.3% as a 405 and Untapped, and the very long description: collaboration IPA brewed with Beachwood Brewing Company. Woo!
That's how we like it.
Yeah, that's how we like it. Look, on the sniffer, you get a little tropical, a hint of dank. It's very low on the aromatics, though. Let me stick the tongue jobber in here. Oh, that is a much stronger and fuller taste than the nose would lead on. Got a lot of tropical fruit up front, some pineapple, maybe some like stone fruit type of thing going on. It finishes nice and clean with a bit of dank to remind you that this thing is a West Coast IPA and not some fancy schmancy, cloudy, lactosey or anything else like that.
Yeah, who would
Not
drink
that
those?
anything wrong.
Shit.
You're right. So, anyways, I was very excited to see that Beachwood and Society were hanging out together. I like both those guys. Society was the first brewery that introduced me into cashmere hops, and I've been in love ever since. So, there is that. All right, very quick review because we need to get into Flex's half birthday surprise over here. Flex, you remember last week on the show our ludicrous libation law centered around Indiana?
I do remember that vaguely.
I know you tend to black out when we record, so here is just a quick little refresher for you. Speaking of poop, Indiana, ludicrous libation law. We're going to Indiana because a lot of poop happening there. State law in Indiana requires that places that sell individual drinks also offer soup, sandwiches, milk, coffee, and soft drinks.
What? So do you think a lot of liquor stores there don't do like single cans and like are bombers considered individual drinks?
I mean, I consider them an individual drink.
I mean, I would have to share them personally, but that's strange.
That is strange. Sounds like a Subway. I mean, that's pretty much what a Subway has nowadays.
Well, yeah,
right?
but Indiana's also one of those weird places you can't buy alcohol on Sundays.
I'm sure they also do.
I guess
it's Indiana, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, so this just sounds like a shitty place.
Maybe that's like a well-rounded meal in Indiana.
Plus, they have Gary, Indiana. And Gary, Indiana's the worst.
Yeah, almost as bad as Jerry. Parks and Rec, everybody.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah. I searched long and hard across the interwebs to find someone not only from Gary, Indiana, but someone that was cool from Gary, Indiana, and we found one. So welcome to the show, one Zack Miller. How's it going, buddy?
It's fantastic. Thank you guys so much for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
What a way to get on a podcast, I tell you what.
Yeah, a little quick background. We posted that clip last week when the show launched, and Zach responded was like, talking about Indiana. If you guys ever want to talk shit about Indiana, let's do a podcast together. I said, even better, let's give Flex some shit for talking shit about Indiana.
Hey, I stand by my remarks.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. You should.
This is the part where you tell Flex how great Gary, Indiana is.
Unfortunately, I can't really do too much of that for Gary. The region, though, with the outskirts of Gary, so Cherville, Maryville, the area, it's a pretty cool area, man. It's we definitely get shit on quite a bit. It's a little bit different than most people think, but yeah, there's still a lot of poop happening,
And you guys got some weird alcohol laws over there too.
Yeah, we've got some of the weirdest, I believe, in the country, to be honest.
And is this stuff, are these laws like actually followed, like these selling individual drinks, having to have like the sandwiches and whatnot?
Yeah, that was the one that really caught my ear, I guess, when I first heard you guys talking about it. Was there was a brewery, which I'm not going to mention who it was, years ago, that they were selling $18 Hot Pockets. And everyone was just like, what the fuck?
Not even like jumbo Hot Pockets, like regular Hot Pockets?
Just straight up Hot Pockets. And the reason was because they weren't a restaurant. They wanted to sell beer. And so to get around our Indiana laws, they were selling $18 Hot Pockets. And I think it was like $6 glasses of milk or something silly.
Holy smokes.
And it made them legal to be an operating bar, but they didn't have to have a kitchen because nobody ordered their fucking food.
That's perfect.
So they just had like a big menu, or it just said like Hot Pocket, $18. So it was more just like a joke by technicality, so they could sell alcohol.
Yeah, it's literally what it was.
God, that is amazing.
They have different flavors. Could you get like ham and cheese and pizza and all the other ones?
Yeah, because I believe, and I don't want to be quoted on this because I'm sure somebody's going to hear this, but I believe that the Hot Pockets fit in that loophole because technically it was considered a sandwich.
Well, I mean, there's bread and there's meat and cheese.
Yeah, I think that that does work.
That's hilarious.
I think they're even called sandwiches on the box, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they actually might be. And Uncrustables were another one. Ramen packs were like $19.
Like a pack of ramen.
Yeah, it was absolutely absurd. So so the laws are you have to have on premise for a minimum of 25 people. Food service that has hot soups, hot sandwiches, coffee, milk, and soft drinks. That's the law.
Wow. So every brewery will sell all of that in Indiana?
So it's breweries. Breweries fall into a whole different category.
Okay.
So you can bring... Yeah,
it's production.
It's this super weird... and I've got a whole bunch of laws that it's just absolutely bonkers.
Well, I was going to say you have to know all these laws because you do work in the beer distribution industry, correct?
We do. We have to know most of the laws, but they're just comical. Like some of them sound made up because we always get asked, especially from people out of state, is why do you have vending machines outside of almost every liquor store? And in Indiana, it's illegal for you to sell cold Coca-Cola soft drink mixers in the store.
I saw that today.
Yeah. So you can go into a store and buy juice and buy mixers and all that good stuff, but you can't buy a cold Coca-Cola to throw your whiskey or rum in. You have to go outside and put your quarters in a vending machine to fucking get them.
No shit, that's insane.
Yeah, the entire state.
I figured since Zach was on today, we'd do another Indiana-based ludicrous libation law. And in that process, I found the soft drinks one where you can't sell cold soft drinks. I was like, what the fuck is going on in Indiana?
Yeah, and then like one of my other favorite ones is you can't do happy hours or buy one get one frees, right? So there really is no pertainment as to why, because you can charge a $5 cover and then charge a penny for pitchers of whatever you want. So like, we used to work at a nightclub for years. It was a $10 cover, but you would get penny pitchers of beer all night long.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm gonna go.
Yeah, fully legal, but you can't do like a buy one get one free or a happy hour in Indiana. Period.
So like like half off drinks, no nothing. You have to set like a standard price.
Yep.
And people
Also
actually like establishments actually follow these.
Yeah, they're pretty strict actually. Excise is pretty strict.
Well, and the reason I asked that is because a while back Greg had said that Wisconsin is unable to do like ladies' nights.
Yeah, we can't do that either. And
I've heard many times on radio advertisements about ladies' nights at so-and-so's establishment, and it just made me kind of laugh because these laws are in place, but with how ridiculous they actually are, I wasn't sure if they actually followed them everywhere in every state, and how the legalities went that way. So I think that's fucking hilariously awesome.
Yeah, it's super bizarre. Like I said, we have some of the probably the most antiquated liquor laws in the country. To be honest, it's laughable.
Well, you guys can find Zach on the gram at OG Beer Dude, OG Beer Dude underscores in between before I get too far and I forget about that. Zach knows a lot of these laws because you work in the industry. Tell us what you do. It's actually kind of cool.
I do. So I am a rep for Craft Roads Beverage. We are a craft beer house that focuses primarily on smaller breweries, harder to get stuff. I hate even using the word hype anymore, but hype breweries for sure.
It's a real thing.
And it is a real thing. And we're all beer lovers. We were headhunted essentially. They kind of know somebody that knows somebody, and then we're kind of brought in as beer lovers. And it's a very, very important thing for us as beer.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So does that mean you get your hands on some pretty rare stuff?
Yeah, we definitely get some rare stuff. It's one of the ones I'm drinking right now is the Abomination Brewing Rare Fog, triple dry hop, triple IPA at 10.5%. There's not a whole lot of these floating around, especially out this way. We get to drink them, but we get to share them. That's the biggest thing. We don't resell, we don't trade. We get hard to get beers, and we take them into our friends' bars, and we crack them open with them.
Oh, that's rad.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's super rad.
Yeah.
Sharing the wealth like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'm going to piss somebody off here, but the resell and trade culture, I'm just not a fan of, man.
No,
I was
it's
part of it
horrible.
for a while.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
like
shady.
all the 450 nut jobs. I'm sure you know all about that, man. Jeez.
I'm gonna leave that one right at the door.
We'll leave that one on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of us from not Indiana can talk about how stupid the 450 nut jobs are.
You know,
Be a long trip to beat us
I've
up.
heard not the crawlers they do at 450, but they're, I guess, kind of crawlers, but they don't call them that. They have like a special name for them.
I don't even know what they are anymore. I was lining up with them for quite a while, and they've changed so many things at this point. I don't know.
But I've heard of people reselling these things for over like $200 a can.
So I haven't heard numbers that high. The last one I heard, which was probably year and a half, 2 years ago at this point, I was hearing somewhere like $20 to $25 a can over, especially New York.
Oh,
New
and you're
York
talking like
huge-
like just the regular 16-ounce can.
Yeah, just 16-ounce
Yeah.
can for $20, $25.
Yeah, I've heard 4-packs going for
Jeez.
like $100-$120.
Yeah,
Just-
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not a fan of what's happened with that market, but they're a family-owned business. Good for them on one aspect. It's just, I mean,
Well, and it's not their
how-
fault that that's happening.
it's
you
not
know.
their fault. I mean,
so
and
so
I've-
you're
I've
right.
said that-
It's good on them. They're successful business, successful brewery. Outstanding work to them. But everything that follows underneath that, with like the black market of the craft beer industry,
Yeah.
I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh man, yeah. I had somebody offer me some 450 ones. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take some. Like, I think it was like what Flex was like $20 a can. I was like, yeah, no, it's fine, it's good. I thought you wanted to like do a trade or something cool
Yeah.
like that. Like, we're not.
It
we're not
doesn't
doing
fit the ratio, bud.
that. Right. Haven't you heard of the Flex algorithm?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Get the net.
So,
Good.
yeah.
Idiots.
Has it seems like, and this is coming from the opposite end of the country, but it seems like that hype has sort of died down a little bit. Would you say that it has?
To a degree, yeah. I think the hype is dying down a little bit when it comes to that. That style is still hugely popular. And what's weird is, like, coming from somebody who doesn't like that style anymore, it's something I really don't enjoy drinking that much of, because to me, it all tastes kind of the same. But then we started getting like Energy City in. We got them in a couple weeks ago, and their Bistro series,
Yeah.
they're delicious, man. There's a world above a ton of the other ones I've had that I'm just like, this is okay. I don't really like this. Then you try the Energy City, it's like, oh shit, these are delicious.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
crazy.
we've had a
beers.
few on the show. They're really good. Don't let them sit in the cupboard too long.
Uh-oh.
Definitely freshies. Do you have some
Yeah.
exploding ones?
No, just some real chunky ones. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
one kind of forgot about it, and I'd ordered 2 of the same one and like drank one. Was like, oh, good, I'll have the other one later on, and then kind of forgot about it. I was like, oh, whatever, this is still good. No bueno.
Love it.
So yeah. All right. Well, awesome. Well, thanks for hanging out. Sit in, crack wise, talk a little shit with us. Feel free to give Flex a hard time.
Please do.
I keep saying like Flex, you should give Flex a hard time for what he said about Gary, but I started off that clip with, speaking of poop, let's talk about Indiana.
Yeah, I mean,
so I am no less guilty.
You just set me up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're so accustomed to it. It's one of those things of we get this all the time, and then when we get a chance to do something like this or have somebody from out of state come in, and we're just like, no, it's there's certain areas of Indiana that are, I mean, it's country as shit, but the people are good. The beer culture is quite strong in Indiana, which generally surprises most people.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's cheap as shit to live, so that's always pretty cool.
That is cool. And now, Greg, you can edit this out if I'm not accurate on this, but Two Toms, is that a brewery in Indiana?
Yeah, so Two Toms is over in Fort Wayne. They're a really good brewery. I've got, there's a couple, if you guys ever do make it down to Indy, there's a brewery called Googman House, which I'm sure somebody's going to kill me on pronunciation, but they specialize in like milkshake IPAs, but also traditional German beers. It's literally the best of both worlds.
Cool, very cool.
One of my favorite breweries that we've got.
Yeah, I had a buddy give me a Two Toms Crowler quite a while ago, and it didn't have like a name of whatever it was. It was just said IPA on it, and it was assumingly like a New England style, and it was actually amazing. And
they make really good beer.
Yeah, I was super psyched that I had 32 ounces of it, but then obviously I can't find it anywhere else because his wife has family in Indiana, so then they would drive down whenever they go to see them. So I was like, damn, this is some good fucking beer.
Yeah, and honestly, again, like we're going into like the not trading, not reselling type of thing, but it'd be really cool if you guys want to ship me over an address to send you a box of some of my favorite breweries. I would absolutely love to pack you up some stuff from Indiana that I think is absolutely killer. That because when we travel, everyone always asks like, "Oh, did you bring Three Floyds?" Like, no, I didn't fucking bring Three. I travel with a lot of local breweries.
Three Floyds is like exit 1 in Indiana, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. Well, not anymore. The tap room's closed.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, yeah. By the way, one of the best burgers I've ever had in my entire life. Three Floyds.
Their food was killer, man. Their food was killer. The tap room was cool.
The death metal, it was super rad.
It was a lot. Dark Lord Day is, it's intense, to say the least. But yeah, you guys want to ship me an address, I will happily pack you up a box of beer from some of my favorite breweries, get it shipped out, and see what you guys think.
Yeah, let's do some business.
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
$25 a can, no problem.
Well, with shipping, it's like 30.
Yeah. No big deal. Very good. Well, before we want to hear what you're drinking over there, before that, real quick, one more ludicrous libation lot of Indiana. Apparently, at groceries, convenience stores, and pharmacies, you are not allowed to sell cold beer, although liquor stores can sell cold beer.
That is correct.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I think actually this year, I think it was February of this year, it actually went to federal court to fight it to get them to be able to sell cold beer in all of those establishments because it was killing these mom and pop stores that can make a ton of money off of liquor sales.
Right. That's so weird.
I don't understand. The first thing that crossed my mind is like, oh, they want people to buy alcohol, but they just don't want them to drink it right away. So it's like, hold your buzz, just like chill it at your house for a couple hours and then start drinking.
I'm going to give you my favorite one. I don't know if it's still in effect now, but there was an Indiana law that you can't have an open container. It's just illegal across the board. But I think in like Indianapolis, there's a couple spots. But as far as cars go, if you paid for your ride or you are in the living section of the RV, you can have open containers on the road. So by law, how it was written, to my understanding, was that if I paid one of you guys to drive me somewhere and I'm just cranking beer in the seat, we're good. We're good because I paid for it.
So not even Uber, just like, hey, here's $20.
Yeah, it does not specify. It literally, the law writes, if you paid for your ride, you can have an open container.
Perfect. I'd be like paying my wife $20 each time we got in the car.
Right.
And just having invoices.
Just pull out your Venmo and be like, see, I paid my wife. It says, drive me around so I can smash beers. $20.
Yeah. Here's the invoice. No problem.
Oh, thanks, Indiana.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping things funky over there.
Yeah, that's what we do.
All right. Tell us what you're drinking.
I'm drinking. So this is More Brewing Company outside of Chicago. Blackberry Double Marbles. It's a milkshake style double IPA with blackberry and vanilla. It's adjunct all to hell. And I love that about it.
Good for you. I love it.
I'm doing you proud, man. You know, I'm trying here. People shit on me for what I like, but at the end of the day, fuck them. It's what I drink.
I love all the adjuncts. I really do.
I say just adjunct everything. So yeah, it's nice. It's 8% alcohol. The only unfortunate part about these is because of everything that's in it, I can only have about one, but they are definitely fun to have one or share for sure. But More Brewing Company, man, they do their Henna releases every year that are just absolutely phenomenal. They're just an awesome brewing company. I'm super happy to have them on board.
Yeah, you can only have one because otherwise the stomach is like,
I'm literally halfway done and my stomach's starting to just go, we're good.
I had a brewer once tell me, anytime you have like a bunch of sours or you know, those kind of beers, he goes, always finish it up with a clean beer. Like, go get yourself a nice West Coast or a lager or something. He goes, you'll be good to go. I was like, are you just encouraging me to drink more? He's like, no, I swear, like if you clean it up with a clean beer, you'll be set.
Interesting. I've never heard that.
And we've got that's been my last thing. So like I said, I ramble. So around us, and especially with all we have all these breweries that are making awesome beers like this, but they do get heavy. And there's a brewery in Griffith, Indiana called New Oberpfalz, and Griffith is in the heart of, as you would call it, Poo Town. And New Oberpfalz is a traditional German brewery making some of the best beers in the state of Indiana, and that is all of our beer groups. That's where we either start or end up to finish the night with like good clean beer, or start it with good solid clean beer.
Yeah, it really makes a difference.
Huge difference.
Yeah. All right. Hang out crack-wise with us.
Cool.
I don't know how long you've been listening, but we have one of our favorite people. His name is Chew Your Beer. He likes to leave us voicemails. We have a new voicemail from Chew. We got a couple of stories to talk about. We got a list that'll probably piss Flex off. That's why I like reading them.
Yeah, those
Let's kick things
are my
off.
favorite.
So let's kick things off with a voicemail from Chew. Two things. One, the music was already there. I did not add the music, so please don't sue me. And then two, I sent him a beer, and that's the context to this one. So here we go. Here's Chew.
Orale vatos, should you be here? CBR, Craft Beer Republic, or as I call it, homie, Craft Beer Radio, homes. Why? Because I bump you my Impala, homie. So I'm calling in to say thank you, gracias to my homie, my big dog, Greg, homie. A straight up high five. Dame las esquinas, homie. So check it out. I received a package about a week and a half ago. This little box, homes, that said fragile, homie. For y'all, that means fragile, homes. But since I'm like an Italian cholo, it's fragile, homie. Anyway, so there was a beautiful can of F Cancer, homes. Greg, next time you send me something with me not knowing, let me know ASAP, homie, because wifey almost drank it, homes, and I would have been pissed, that's it. So, wifey gives me a text message. This package came in for you. She popped it open for me. And it was a can of F Cancer, home. So, really appreciate that. Like I said, fuck cancer, homie. And what else? I had something else I wanted to ask you guys. Greg, if you want to interview the sales rep for There Does Not Exist, I can hook you up, man. That's my homeboy, Tony Bags. He is a sales rep for There Does Not Exist out of Slow San Luis Obispo. I've been drinking a lot of beers. I hung out with him over at Tioga Sequoia's Rush Day. He's a friend of mine, old friend of mine. We've been friends for a while through the podcast, The Perfect Pour. So we met up a couple times. I've poured for him over at the Untapped, over at the Science Center for There Does Not Exist. I also, we've hung out a lot at McLeod. We've hung out at Tioga. So if you want to hook up with it, homie, I'll hook you up and you could interview him, homie. That'd be pretty dope. Tony Bags is, I consider him like not Cholo royalty, but like craft beer royalty, homie. He's known from Central California all the way down to the South, homie. Everybody knows this guy. Like Chuck Silva, the Virgin people, everybody knows Tony Bags, homie. So if you want to get hooked up, let me know, and I'll DM him and I'll link you guys up. Other than that, this is Chew Your Beer. Thank you. Fuck cancer. Y ahí te guacho, homie. Craft Beer Radio / Republic, homes.
Oh, Chew, you're my favorite.
Yeah, he's the best voicemails ever.
Yeah, he really does. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for calling in. 805-538-BEER is the number if you guys want to leave us a voicemail. First of all, I apologize. I didn't know that your beer was in danger of being consumed by your wife. I don't know about your household, but those would be divorce terms over here. So my apologies. I will let you know next time. Also, did you guys hear like every now and then behind the music there's just like someone yelling in the background?
No, I missed that.
Oh, I want to know what party was happening at Chu's house over there.
It's probably his wife yelling at him to turn the music down.
Yeah, turn the fucking music. I'm going to drink your goddamn beer. And hey, we'd love to talk to Cholo Royalty Bags.
Yeah, Tony Bags.
Bags is awesome. I'd love to have him and the brewer on the show. So if you want to slide into those DMs, Chu, please, we would love that. Like I said, if you guys want to leave us a voicemail, 805-538-BEER. Even if you're not Cholo Royalty, you can still leave us a voicemail. So come on down. All right. It's time to piss Flex off. And maybe Zach, too. This is the best
join
rated...
me, Zach, please.
All right, here we go.
Join in the anger. The best rated American IPAs on Untapped by... highest rated, and they have to have at least 1,000 check-ins. That was hard to say for some reason.
Hey, bark twice if Founders is on here.
No barking. No barks.
Woof, woof.
Yeah, just one woof.
I'll take that.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to get angry, we'll start at number 12, Prison City Pub and Brewery's Mass Riot IPA. Number 11, Barley Brown's Pallet Jack IPA. Number 10, Trillium's Double Dry Hopped Summer Street. Number 9, Treehouse's Alter Ego. Number 8, 49th State Brewing Company Solstice IPA. Number 7, Hill Farmstead Brewery Susan. Number 6, Brasserie Dubas. Dubas?
You did good, kid.
They have Bank Hotel. Did I say it right?
What?
No, yeah, you did. I was reading it as you were trying to read it. Good luck with that.
I can see your lips. I was like, maybe he's saying it right. I don't know. Number 5, Treehouse is Green. Finally, one I've had. Number 4, Tired Hands TDH Alien Church. Number 3, Vocal Banger from The Alchemist. Number 2, 49th State Brewing again with Spruce Explosion.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
All right. And number 1, Treehouse Brewing's Julius.
No, that's a good list.
I agree.
Yeah,
actually.
that doesn't make me mad at all.
I've never heard of 49th State Brewing Company.
Out of Alaska, I believe I had a couple last year. They were good. They're solid beers.
They have 49 streets in Alaska.
Flex can't wait to go to Alaska to drink.
I think it's 12 or 13. But they have Anchorage Brewing, and that's all I need.
That's true. Yeah. That is true.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
they named their streets by sevens. They got like 1st, 7th, 14th, 21st. The way they look bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only one the Tired Hands. That seems very high rated for a tired, and I like Tired Hands, but that seems way up there, especially with no Russian River.
Yes, that is true. That is a little surprising. All right, Tired Hands, send over some TDH so we can be the judges of this.
Ooh.
We had talked about it, I believe, last week, or no, probably a couple weeks ago, that Bell's Brewing was sold to Lion, New Belgium's parent company now. The sale has been finalized. They're still not telling us how much money they spent on the deal, but seemingly a lot of money. Have you guys been keeping up on Twitter with what PBR was doing last week?
So I did see this. What was it? Was they did it on New Year's Day or the day before or something like that?
Or just after?
Yeah, it was right around New Year's, and I did see the tweet posted, and I tended to laugh just quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, in what can only be described as the best thing to happen to Twitter in 2022 so far, Pabst Blue Ribbon's new social media campaign really caught some imagination last week. And clearly, they're not a fan of sobriety. They tweeted, "Not drinking this January? Try eating ass." Needless to say, Twitter had thoughts on the new marketing campaign. When one Twitter user asked PBR, or asked PBR or ass, what's the difference? The brand was quick to respond with follow-up tweets of ask your mom, and then followed by and dad. Someone also suggested a brand name change to Pabst Blue Ribbon, and they responded with yep.
I'm so proud to be from Milwaukee. It's not even funny.
But it didn't take long for the company to reverse course, taking down the tweets after a few hours and issuing a statement apologizing for the content. They said, "We apologize about the language and content of our recent tweets. The tweets in question were written in poor judgment by one of our associates. In no way does the content of these tweets reflect the values of Pabst and our associates. We're handling the matter internally and have removed the tweets from our social platforms." Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I know anybody here who drinks Pabst, that's their exact mindset. Which makes me believe that anybody who works for Pabst is like, fuck yeah, put that tweet on.
So I'm pretty sure at this point, like getting to know you guys, it's just the gift that keeps on giving. Which I know the audience isn't going to be able to see this, but as you sit here, I have PBR tattooed.
Oh,
on my arm.
Hell yeah.
Well,
and then right underneath, I know because people can't see it, right underneath it says, "I love eating ass."
It does. And then says, established in Gary, Indiana.
Oh, asshole of America. I love it.
Yeah. First of all, if I'm going to be doing some ass eating in January, can I do it after a better beer than PBR? I don't need PBR to make it taste better. And also, let's not pretend like this didn't get by a couple people before it hit the internet. Somebody was like, "Hey, I got a great idea. Let's make fun of Dry January." Oh yeah, that is a great idea. You should say that. That's gonna be hilarious. It saw a supervisor at the very least.
Oh, it had to
before it hit
had
Twitter.
To.
Yeah.
Unless you're an intern and you're not getting paid for shit, and you're just like, this would be the funniest thing to date, for the year.
But notice how the statement didn't say like, we've let go the employee who had this tweet. It was like, we've removed the tweet and we're handling it. It's like, you did this very much on purpose. You got what you wanted. You got some fucking coverage. PBR was trending for the first time since ever. And I think it's exactly what they were going for.
Yeah, they nailed
got
it.
past the supervisors because they were eating ass.
Right. Lunch break.
Hey, can I tweet this? Okay, I'll do it.
Let me get a shot of that turd cutter.
Oh God. Yeah. It was a story that kept on. I love everyone's response. And of course people took offense.
The Pabst Blue Ribbon is my favorite.
That
is absolutely my favorite.
You might need to alter that tattoo a little bit.
I think I might have to.
Yeah.
A little blue rim job, a little blue waffle action.
Oh God, not the blue waffle. Oh dear. They've removed this is a tangent. They've removed that from Urban Dictionary.
Really?
Yeah. I was trying to explain to someone what it was.
Now I feel like I'm living under a rock.
I'm not gonna Google it.
No, please don't. Flex, you can go right ahead and Google it.
Yeah, I will.
But they've like removed all references ever. Like it's very. I was trying to prove to somebody that it was a thing, and it's one of those if you know kind of things. I'm not even gonna attempt to talk about it on the show. Yeah, I'm sorry I brought it up at all.
I tried to get you to. I did. I totally tried to get you to.
A for effort over there, buddy. A for effort. What else? Oh, Kings and Convicts, the brewery that bought Ballast Point a couple years back, is now acquiring the brewing facilities and tap rooms of St. Archer Brewing in San Diego there, owned by Molson Coors. It's so weird. They've got the Ballast Point properties, but they're buying the St. Archer tap room and brewing facility. I don't get it.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Not really. And then speaking of San Diego beer, Sweetwater Brewing's parent company, Tilray, the company that bought Green Flash just a couple weeks back, reportedly paid $5.1 million in cash and stock to acquire Green Flash Brewing and Alpine Beer. A surprisingly low price, I guess. It was a whole lot less than they paid to get Sweetwater Brewing. I have mixed feelings. I mean, Green Flash was such a staple for so long on the West Coast. I'm like, that's such a low price. And I'm like, oh yeah, they haven't really done anything in like 6 years. I guess it's probably not that low of a price.
Nah, maybe they're just interested in the stock game.
Maybe I think they just want the name. I think.
You think so? Yeah.
Well, the Green Flash name has such a tie-in with like West Coast and weed and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then like we were saying, if they're going to do the infused beers,
right?
That's that was the plan, correct? Beers.
Seems that way, yeah.
Because you guys can do that in California, right?
So we can't have THC and alcohol together; they have to be separate. So like we can have. Like Lagunitas has hi-fi hops, and it's a beer without alcohol but has THC in it, and it's good times. But there are beers with CBD and alcohol. Like you can do that, but the fun parts, you can't mix the fun parts. No THC and alcohol together.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I think that might be more of a federal thing, even though like California doesn't give a shit about federal rules when it comes to weed.
That's because it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. We should get intern Brian in here to talk about the rules behind it.
Ooh, bring Brian in.
Yeah, I don't pretend to understand the laws. And then I'll end it with this one.
He does pretend to understand laws.
I hope so.
Love you, Brian.
Otherwise he's gonna be homeless pretty soon. Troy Aikman, everyone's favorite former quarterback,
favorite
Troy Aikman.
Commentator ever. Just
you know who is good though? Tony Romo.
Tony Romo was
amazing. Hated him as a fucking quarterback.
I'm
like
so
him as a
glad you said this, and I knew we were like soulmates, and that just was the cherry on top. He's from Wisconsin too, so maybe it's like a little.
Little kindred spirits.
Yeah, I love it.
I feel like Zach hates Tony Romo.
Actually, I'm going to drop a bombshell. I despise pro sports.
Are you a college fan?
Well, they don't have pro sports in Gary, so I understand that.
That's true. We just have the little minor league baseball stadium. It's pretty nice.
It is really nice for all the listeners out there. I drove through the innards of Gary, and really outstanding.
Horrible.
Really outstanding minor league baseball stadium. I thought it was very wonderful.
Some great innards.
I hope that snort like just transferred on the microphone because I can't. When you say innards, like it just gets me every time. Yeah, just not grew up playing sports, and as I got older, I just can't. I'm into UFC weirdly enough, but like professional ball sports, as I lovingly call them, it's not. Yeah, ball sports. It's not my bag.
Not your ball bag.
Not my ball bag either.
Unfortunately, not Tony Romo, but Troy Aikman is launching his own beer. It's going to be called 8, as in the number he wore as a quarterback.
Super creative.
Yeah, right? It's like I
wish I could meet him to tell him how creative that was.
It's like that really stupid insurance commercial where what's his name from the Browns is like, the secret password is 6. It's like, 6? Shh, don't tell anybody. No one's seen that commercial.
Yeah, that guy won't have a job in 2 years, so it's cool.
No, Baker, that's his name. Jesus. Anyways, the 8 lager will be available only in Flex's favorite city of Texas.
Still a super original name. I hope he's really proud of it.
Oh, I'm sure he is. You are going to be the first one to break it to him how horrible that name is.
If I had a Twitter, I would tweet him.
You should. You should start a Twitter just for that.
Just to harp on Troy Aikman and his stupid beer name.
I second that.
Yeah. Your handle could be like 8 is dumb or something like that.
I hate 8.
Your profile's like, I only created this to talk shit to Troy Aikman.
No, just tie it in full circle. Just be I ate ass and spell 8 with this number.
I love it. I love it. That's
tie it all in.
That's gonna be my Twitter handle. Hopefully it's not already taken.
That is perfect. Oh God. All right. That's everything. Zach, thank you so much for hanging out, for joining.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Seriously.
Yeah. It was awesome to meet you, meet you, but
yeah.
Stare at your face and your tattoos.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, you guys hit me up with some addresses. Let me send you some beers. And if you guys are ever in the area, we'll get you outside of Gary and show you the finer parts of Indiana for sure.
Absolutely. When we get those beers, maybe get you back on. We can all kind of share the same beer together. And
yeah, that'd be awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Do something cool like that.
I will second that. Hell yeah, let's do this.
Super cool.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to hit some music. I'm going to say go. Oh, first of all, I'm going to say hi to Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Creep. And then I'm going to say find us at craftbeerrepublic.com or at craftbeerrepublic on the socials. Find Flex at flexmeabeer _ in between. And also Zach, OG Beer Dude _ in between on his as well. 805-538-BEER is the number to call. Leave us a voicemail. Even if you're not Cholo royalty, we still want your voicemails. Love you, Chew. I think that's everything. Oh, mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. I hope you guys are all staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
Good night, everybody.